Let's ask her then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient entries upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and swoods restaurants with oyster-shells, streets that follow like a tedious argument of India's intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, do not ask, why is it? Let us go and make our visit. In the room the one won't come and go, talking of Michelangelo, the yellow fog that rubs its bake upon the window's panes, the yellow smoke that rubs its muzzle of the window's panes, licked its tongue into the corners of the evening, lingered upon the pools that stands and drains, let fall upon its back that soot that falls from chimneys, slipped by the terrace made a student leap, and seeing that it was a soft October night, curled once about the house and fell asleep. And indeed there will be time for the yellow smoke that slides along the street, rubbing it back upon the window's panes. There will be time to prepare a face to meet, the face that you met. There will be time to murder and create, and time for all the works and days of hands that lift and drop a question on your plate, time for you and time for me, and time yet for 100 indecisions and for 100 visions and revisions before the talking of a toast and tea. In the room the woman came and go talking of Michelangelo. And indeed there will be time to wonder, do I dare, and do I dare? Time to turn back and descend the stair with a bald spot in the middle of my hair. There will say, how his hair is growing thin, my morning coat, my collar mounting firmly to the chin, my necktie rich and modest, but asserted by a simple pin. They will say, but how his arms and legs are thin. Do I dare disturb the universe? And I mean that there is time for decision and revision, which I mean that we reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all, have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured of my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall, beneath the music from a farther room. So how should I press them? And I have known the eyes already, known them all, the eyes that fix you in a formulate phrase, and when I'm formulated sprawling on a pin, when I'm pinned and wriggling on the wall, then how should I begin to speak all the boot ends of my days and ways, and how should I presume? And I have known the arms already, known them all, arms that are bristled and white and bare, but in the lamplight down with light brown hair. It is perfume from the dress that makes me so degrees, arms that lie along a table, wrap about the shown. And should I then presume? And how should I begin? Shall I say I have gone a dusk through narrow streets and watched the smoke that rise from the pipes of lonely men in shirt sleeves leaning out of windows? I should have been a pair of regarded clothes, scuttling across the floors of silent seas, and the afternoon, the evening sleeps so peacefully, smoothed by a long finger, asleep, tired, or it malinger, stretched on the floor, here beside you and me. Should I, after tea and cakes and ice, have the street to force the moment to its creases? But should I have wept and faced, wept and prayed? Too I have seen my head, brow in a platter. I am not prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker, and I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and sneaker, and in short, I was afraid. And would I have been worried, after all, after the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me? Would I have been worthwhile to have beaten of the matter? With a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards some overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all I shall to tell you. If one, settling a pillow by her head, should say, that is not what I meant at all, that is not all, at all. And would it have been worth it after all? Would it have been worthwhile after the sunset and the doorways in the sprinkled streets, after the novels, after the teacups, after the skirts and trail along the floor, and this, and so much more? It is impossible